Hello and welcome to Theme Park News Roundup. Today we're going to be going from June to September. Major headlines including ride openings, ride announcements and the Golden Ticket Awards. So let's get straight into it. So starting it off, we've got a couple of coaster openings, Jersey Devil Coaster and Velocicoaster. These are both over in the US and look like fantastic coasters. Jersey Devil by RMC and Velocicoaster by Intamin. Velocicoaster looks like to have some great theming and looks like Jersey Devil got some really nice elements in there. So can't wait to experience both of those at one point. Lightwater Valley has been sold to the Brighton Pier Group, and this has kind of raised concerns around the future of the Ultimate, which is the UK's longest coaster. It's currently closed and has been confirmed to be closed for the rest of the season, raising some doubts around will it be able to stay open for years to come, or is it now permanently closed. Park Asterix has unveiled the retrack project on their old wooden coaster. The Gravity Group are coming in to work on Tonnerre de Zeus, and they'll be kind of retracking it and also getting it new trains. Can't wait to see how this goes, and I'll be kind of like seeing people's opinions if the retrack has made it better essentially. The Ride to Happiness by Tomorrowland has opened at Plopsaland, Japan, and this looks fantastic. It's the second extreme spinning coaster by Mack Rides, the first one of course being Time Traveller at Silver Dollar City, and some of the inversions and elements on this one are absolutely fantastic. From what I've heard, it's a great ride overall. El Toro derailed a couple of months ago and is now temporarily, I hope, closed. I really hope that the Airtime Beast will open at one point or another, but it looks like it's staying closed for the rest of the season, and during the off-season there's going to be some engineers going down and just taking a look at the coaster as a whole, and hoping we can get that back up running soon. And Mack Ride's Big Dipper is to open at Europa Park. Now Europa Park is kind of a testing ground for Mack as they own the park, and even though the Big Dipper originally debuted at Wallaby Holland as Lost Gravity, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with the model. Like they can do very tight turns and some really crazy elements. So can't wait to see what they do with the model at Europa Park. Back over in the US, Magic Mountain, there's been some Raptor track spotted heading towards Six Flags Magic Mountain, and it's yellow, but I'd assume it's not the final colours. They might actually repaint it when it arrives on site. So it's either yellow or it's something else. And it's obviously another custom Raptor like Jersey Devil coaster. Over at Energylandia we had Aqualantis and Abyssus, which is one of the new generation Vekoma coasters, open, which looks amazing. I can't wait to get out to Energylandia for the first time and experience this because it looks really, really good. Six Flags are working with Bolliger and Mabillard again. Fiesta Texas are opening a B&M dive coaster with a 95-degree drop, so the first beyond vertical drop that B&M has done, in Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger in 2022. Funsport Atlanta are to open a brand new RMC ground-up iBox coaster. However, we haven't got like a name or an opening day, we've just got these kind of rendered images. Glenwood Caverns are opening a brand new Gerstlauer Eurofighter. Now this was the record-breaking Gerstlauer that was leaked/announced a while before the announcement that was going to Glenwood Caverns, and it's going to be called Defiance, and a lot of people have said that actually the record it's breaking isn't really that impressive, etc, etc. Over at Cedar Point, Wicked Twister has closed. This is the Intamin Impulse coaster with two, instead of just two spikes, it's got two twists at each end. And so that's now closed. Prompting rumours that there's going to be something new in that area, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen over at Cedar Point. Cheston have applied for permission to build a B&M shuttle wing coaster. This is interesting. Cheston is my home park. Really hope they do build this. It looks like a lot of fun. However, it's a wing coaster and it has inversions, and not really the kind of thing I'd picture going to Chessington, so I wonder if they'll replace the inversions with maybe like an airtime hill or something. But we'll have to see what they do with that. Top Thrill Dragster is closed for the rest of the year, after an incident occurred, and I'm not going to go any further than that. SeaWorld coasters have been given rough opening days. So Iron Gwazi, Emperor and Pantheon will all open in March next year, and Icebreaker will debut a month earlier in February 2022. So I can't wait to see how all those look, and we'll also be able to get some really cool shots of what's going on there. Skyline Attractions have announced a family single rail coaster. So it's essentially the RMC T-Rex version, but family. So it's much smaller, a lot of little airtime sections, and looks quite a lot of fun, especially the kind of coaster you see going to more family-oriented parks. Drama at Conneaut Lake Park, after owner Todd Joseph has put all the rides up for sale, and the iconic Blue Streak is likely to unfortunately be demolished. This has sparked protests from not only the local community but also roller coaster clubs trying to save this iconic roller coaster. Chinese company Evergrande is in heavy debt and is currently building 4 theme parks. It's nearly $300 billion in debt. I'm not even quite sure how this has come about, but yeah, they've got massive debts and they're building loads of theme parks. Carowinds, in a strange move, has banned bags from its Halloween event Scarowinds. This is a really weird move. I'm not sure why you'd ban bags from a theme park. People need them to bring things to the park. For example, food maybe, kind of things to do in the queues or whatever you bring to theme parks. I usually just bring my camera equipment. Yeah, a bit of a weird move to ban bags. Montana Russa at La Feria has been demolished, or it's being demolished, and this makes Mobius Loop coasters rarer than ever. Mobius Loop coasters are, for example, Grand National or West Coast Racers, single track with 2 stations, and they sometimes dual, but you don't complete both sides. Some of them you complete both sides, but yeah, that's what a Mobius Loop coaster is. The big news, however, for this one is the Golden Ticket Awards, the most controversial awards ever in the theme park industry. So, Europa Park has won Best Theme Park, and Dollywood has Most Beautiful Theme Park. I kind of agree with these because I think they kind of win. However, Europa Park, I think Cedar Point probably has the better lineup of attractions. Europa Park doesn't have as many thrill coasters, loads of family coasters, but it does have the theming, so it's very, very equal there. Valhalla won Best Water Ride, Velocicoaster is Best New Coaster, and Rise to Resistance is the Best New Attraction. I think Velocicoaster and Rise to Resistance are both good in their own ways for the category. I think they fully deserve those. However, Valhalla won Best Water Ride, but it's been closed for the entire year. This is what I mean, these awards aren't really the best. Like, how can something win even though it's been closed for the entire year? I hope next year the people who are voting on this have actually taken into account what's going on and not just copied last year's awards. And finally, Best Steel Coaster is Fury 325 at Carowinds, and Phoenix at Knoebels is the best wooden coaster. Fury, I've heard it's an elite coaster. Steel Ventures, of course, comes in third. In the golden tickets, these RMC coasters seem to be really kind of frowned upon. They don't never do as well as you see in coaster rankings. But Fury, I heard it's a great elite giga coaster, so I can understand why it's won. However, Phoenix, I'm just absolutely gobsmacked about. I can't believe how Phoenix has beat things like the Voyage and El Toro. That makes no sense, and I hope they just that needs to be out of the golden tickets next year, because it's just a really stupid ranking. Really, Phoenix. But yeah, that's it for this episode of Theme Park News. We'll be coming back to this series in maybe 3 or 4 months to another roundup. That's kind of what these are. Not every single time, but as soon as we have a bunch of big news stories, we'll do another one of these roundups. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Theme Park News. Goodbye.